he's been missing me. He's been calling me. He wants some brotherly love. You know, he misses me and stuff. His big brother's not next to him no more in practice.
God damn! One of my favorite stories in the offseason, Shiloh Sanders is well on his way, working up to make sure he guarantees a spot on this Buccaneers team. And Todd Bowles, he's already got the attention of him. He's already got the attention of the head coach. He's going to talk today to the media, so we're going to talk about that. A few more clips coming out at rookie minicamp. Again, he just seems to be impressing people in all the right ways. He came into the media room, shook everybody's hand. I want to point out, too, I did make that Shador media video. Shador, watch his eyes. He makes a very poignant, he looks, you can tell he looks at every single person and then does his thing. Like when we talk about these young men being trained for this is what we're talking about. This is what we mean when we talk about them having this polish. There's clearly that there. There's clearly something great there, and I think they can play some football too. I saw Shador dropping them dimes, but that's for another video. We gonna give Shador a break. Let's talk about Shiloh. First things first, him popping in here, and we have a slight update on Will Sheppard, and I just kind of want to talk about him because, again, I think what happened to him is crazy. And if we got time, this is everybody's favorite, Desmond Watson, the 400-pound, a big body out of Florida. He has some things to say too, and then we'll close it out from there, man. Let's hop right into it with Shiloh Sanders.
My new media team here.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
Logan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Shiloh.
Rock, pleasure, man. Randy.
Jenna.
Scott. Nice to meet you.
Lee, pleased to meet you. Rob. There you go. Rob, thanks, man.
Oh, my guy with the camera right here.
There you go.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Nice.
Well, that was a little awkward, but
All
hey.
right, I'll just stand right here.
How was yesterday? How was everything going for you just adjusting and get down here to Tampa?
And don't worry, we have that one too, so we'll get right into it for his first day.
Yeah, I tried to get down here early so I could connect with some guys on the team already. Like Antoine, he helped me a lot, give me certain coaches that I needed to talk to learn extra. And I was just happy for this opportunity, just grateful. I just want to prepare myself the best I can, for this rookie camp. And yesterday was a good day.
Nice. Love to hear it. Love to see that. And then here he is, and I think this is the video that's going the most viral, him talking about Shador.
He's been missing me. He's been calling me in the morning. He'll call me at like 6 a.m. because we're on the same schedule right now, actually. I think he's doing an interview right now, too. So, he wants some brotherly love. He misses me and stuff. His big brother's not next to him no more in practice. And, we talk a lot.
Did y'all catch up after yesterday? Y'all's first practice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he'll call me in the morning, and he actually called me. I stayed later to meet with Coach Rashad, and he had called me during the meeting. I'm like, bro, you messing up my study session, bro. You need to be studying right now.
Yeah.
But we talk, actually. I think he really does miss me, though.
That's awesome, man. Like, no funny, man. I know I kind of talked about it a little bit, but this is a guy who, again, like, just is a brother's brother, and you can tell that he really cares about his family, and you can tell this whole family cares about himself, and that's a whole other conversation about people having a certain thing to say about them or trying to paint the Sanders family in a certain light, because it's like, what videos are y'all watching? Like, what content are y'all focused on so much that y'all are missing things like this? Why did I say it like that? What the heck? When you're missing things like this, right? When you're missing a big brother, you know what I'm saying, in this kind of more so almost Disney Channel type of way, really embrace his big brother doing some things. Obviously, they've been doing a lot of things. Shiloh has made countless sacrifices for the family, for both Shador and for Dion as a whole, and I'm really hoping that things work out, because it seems, like I said, that he already got the attention of what's it called, Buccaneers head coaches, right? Now, they said he's loud on the field. Todd Bowles said that, and that was just in the interview right up here that we did. That's that video we did yesterday. And here is Shiloh's response to the loudness that Todd Bowles said.
I get really loud. But that's the number one thing you have to do as a safety, is just be able to communicate and just be an extension of the defense coordinator on the field.
Absolutely. Again, when it comes to Shiloh, his bread is going to be buttered not only in special teams but being an absolute film and playbook rat, right? That's what the life of an undrafted free agent is, right? I forgot what podcast I was watching. It was a TikTok, and he was speaking on. He's like, "Oh, my welcome to NFL moment." And he's like, the biggest thing was like when somebody like there's a linebacker on me, right, and then some dude got injured. He was like, "Oh man, that sucks." But I know as a rookie, I'm not dealing with the big dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with this vet who's going to give me a hard time. Okay, at least I have somebody who's undrafted free agent, whatever. And it's like he got it. And he's like, wait, what? Like he's not that much slower. He's not that much worse. I'm still having a bad time. Like, and I say that to say that I think that Shiloh Sanders, if everything else, every other box, and he can be perfect every other way, utilize himself in the best way possible, maybe he can find his way on the field. But I definitely think that that type of person lends itself well to special teams, right? Special teams players. Special teams is predicated on not just being talented, but more so understanding assignments, understanding things. Obviously, that's where the trick plays come in. Those are where the people with the noggins. That's where they play, right? You might not be a full foosball player, but you're there now. So now, speaking of a full football player, and I really gotta say, like, it's tough, right? It's tough going through these situations, and the reason why I say that is because you look at the opportunities in the NFL. Again, I was an almost D3 guy, so don't, what I'm saying? I wasn't even close to the heights that they've reached, and this is a big reason why I made this channel. And again, like this is a college football channel. I know I've been making a lot of NFL stuff, but and a lot of those things I say with NIL and why I'm pro NIL and things like that are, how we got NIL in this conversation. You're welcome. With Will Sheppard, right? And you think about someone who fails their physical, and already when you're an undrafted free agent, I think the only like more outside the door of the room of making the team would just be like someone just trying out. Like that's the only other one. But being an undrafted free agent, okay, boom, you get that. And again, you get that signing bonus, right? You get them $3 million, which ain't bad, right? I know it's over 4 year. Oh wait, I don't think it's a 4 year. I don't think it's 4 year. I think it's a 3 year. But anyway, 300,000 signing bonus, about $3 million. Them things, not bad, right? So not only do you get that taken away from you, but again, just such a small opportunity to even get it, even being an undrafted free agent, you have to be proud of that, right? Because being an undrafted free agent, I know I was talking about how, like, you're still far away from making the roster. Guess how many people sign undrafted free agent? It's very low number, right? So these are still the elites of the elites. And I think Will Sheppard, like we kind of talked about on the last video, he's a build, right? 6'3", right? Enough speed, can climb the ladder. He had a great, not broad jump, but I think he had a good broad jump too. But specifically, he had a good vertical jump at the pro day, right? So this was somebody who, if you put all the Colorado wide receivers, you just write them down on paper, right? He looks like oh yeah, that's an NFL wide receiver. He's 6'3", big body, can do it. Obviously, the hands are a little inconsistent, right? But to have all these things, to have the knocks, I think Will Sheppard even dealt with. He was out a game or two, but again, no significant injuries that I'm aware of, right? To have all that, and then you get that one opportunity. All right, boom. Hey, still make it, still be proud of it. You still did it, but then it comes to this situation that's tough. But the update for Will Sheppard is more of a update on how things go post and kind of what Will Sheppard's future looks like. Because look, again, I think he can be an NFL receiver. I think the most unfortunate thing is that the fact that he failed his physicals, because that's crazy. Because I think the Buccaneers probably were excited to get an extra 6'3" dude in there, but Will Sheppard failed the physical, but is still insured. He can get healthy and try to make a team again. So college players are insured for injuries for 2 years after graduation or leave their sports program. Insurance coverage is a part of the NCAA post-eligibility insurance program. So while we're here, I will continue to educate y'all about college football. So as we kind of, because there's going to be some conversations about, Shamar Stewart and him not signing his contract and people not signing their contract. And I think it was like the first time in history a third round pick signed a fully guaranteed contract. And I say all that to say that when we start throwing these things, these negativity at maybe some NIL, and I don't think that this specifically has to do with NIL, but it has specifically to do with the NCAA and how they enforce things. And the NCAA is supposed to be enforcing NIL, and they don't. But what's it called? I think this is something that we can actually give a clap to the NCAA. I'm rarely ever giving the NCAA any credit for the things they do. They usually don't have a lot of decisions that are made with like proactive or any foresight or any, wherewithal for their student athletes. But this one definitely seems like it, having that post eligibility insurance program, allowing somebody like this, which like I just described, you just got a gut punch. That $300,000 that dog, I don't know. I don't care what NIL deals he was signing. Getting $300,000 up front as a signing bonus, I think that he could have used that. I'm pretty sure he had an agent that helped him get that contract. And again, he's gonna get to work. And I hope, more importantly, I hope he gets healthy. I was doing some research. I haven't seen anything in particular. I still haven't seen any real deal. Injury history. But look, man, this is you're not gonna tell me that this isn't a guy that can make something happen in the NFL. Like I mean, he's OBJ catching over people. You know what I'm saying? Again, at 6'3", they go Jimmy Horn hyping this dude up, going crazy over, and it ain't nothing to him. It's that easy, right? I think this is the other angle of it too, or is this another catch? Sorry, this is just the other catch that he did. Sorry, because he made another insane catch at the East West Shrine Bowl. So he was going absolutely crazy. I'll keep y'all updated if we get any more specific updates on Will Sheppard, and kind of how things are going. But right now it's a sad story, but it's not the end of the story. He has an opportunity, and I think he's got plenty of talent. So wrapping it up, the big bad dog that we talked about, Mr. Desmond Watson. I think he's one of those guys that, we talk about Shiloh Sanders commanding a lot of attention. He commands a lot of attention too. Like I think he's definitely been a talk of the town. Whenever you have these bigger players, I remember Baylor's tight end, and I remember that was a big deal. So, there's always going to be that type of idea when you talk about mammoths of people. So here he is, kind of speaking on his life. I guess he making movies. Talk to him.
Conversation maybe a couple days ago, like my life feels like a movie. Couldn't write a script where person goes from little league to high school to college, not having to move out of state. I think one of the coaches was messing with me the other day because I've still never seen snow. So
yeah. That's super funny. So I guess he was actually referencing that all of his football has taken place in Florida. He hasn't left it, so I think that's dope that he doesn't have to leave too far from home too. And then talk about the story and him being the heaviest player as well.
History, of course.
Sorry about that.
I feel like my name is etched in history, of course, as being the official, heaviest player in the NFL or whatnot. It's a good story, but at the same time, I don't want that to be my narrative and things like that. I want to be known as a football player, and a good football player at that. But it's nice to be able to make history, I guess, again, because I did it in college too. But it's nice to be able to make history. But all in all, I am a football player, and I want to be known as a good one at that. So it's just a process that comes with it, I guess.
God damn! The heaviest man in NFL history and the heaviest man in the wow. That's phenomenal. Like I said, the storylines from college to this year NFL, I don't know if this is just because I spent so much time watching college football this year. Like I was super zoned in. The storylines are great. It's hilarious. You got the Sanders brothers. You got a slew of Colorado players. You got the Cam Ward. You got the, it's just a lot of fun that's going on, man. So if y'all want to be locked in with that, the updates there. Of course, as the mini camps go on and when college, camps come back and those films start coming out, we will be covering those as well. If there's anything in particular you want me to cover, go ahead and comment down below and let that be known. But more importantly, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't like it, subscribe if you enjoy college football content of all shapes and sizes. Hit the bell icon too. You are great, so keep being great, and we'll see you next time, man. I appreciate you.